Hi everybody, welcome to your YouTube channel. This is Mr. Ngom, your English coach, and today's lesson will be about the if clauses formation. Bienvenue à tout le monde sur ma chaîne YouTube. Donc si vous n'êtes pas encore abonné, regardez en bas, cliquez sur le bouton rouge s'abonner pour pouvoir regarder les autres vidéos à venir et les vidéos passées. Aujourd'hui, nous allons faire une leçon intitulée If Clause or Conditionals. La première partie dédiée à la formation des conditionnels en anglais. So before I start, I am going to thank my partners who are here, Uncap School and AMEB. Avant de commencer, je voudrais remercier mes partenaires ici, AMEB et l'Uncap School. So, if you want to join me, here are my emails for questions and suggestions and critics also. The conditional clauses. The real title of the lesson is not if clauses. The real title is the conditional clauses. En français, on ne dit pas les subordonnés de if. En français, on dit les subordonnés de condition. Mais en anglais, les gens ont tendance à utiliser l'expression les subordonnés de if parce que seulement if est l'expression la plus utilisée dans cette leçon. Il y en a d'autres qu'on verra après, comme unless, comme even if, comme only if. Mais pour le moment, on se limite à if pour les raisons de la formation du conditionnel dans cette première partie de la leçon. So, as I said in French, many people, when they refer to the lesson, they say if clauses. But the real title of the lesson is not if clauses, it is the conditional clauses. And it's very important to understand that if is the mostly used expression, conjunction, that's why we say if clause, but there are other expressions that we will see in the future, in the other videos coming. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see those videos. So, first of all, many people think also that there are only 3 types of conditional, but there are 5 of them at least. Zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, and mixed type conditional. So all of them, we will see them one by one, formation and use. But in this video, the first one, we'll see the first conditional formation, the second conditional formation, and the third conditional formation. Okay, first conditional, also called type 1. Le conditionnel 1, formation, il est formé comment? Par le présent et le futur. Donc, si vous n'avez pas encore maîtrisé le présent et le futur, je vous propose d'aller regarder les autres vidéos sur ces cours-là. Donc, la phrase sera divisée en 2 parties. Une partie qu'on va appeler if clause, ou conditional clause, une partie qu'on va appeler main clause, ou result clause. Donc, une phrase complexe est composée souvent de 2 parties au minimum. Une proposition principale qu'on appelle main clause, ici en rouge, une proposition subordonnée qu'on appelle clause. Si c'est de condition, on dira conditional clause or if clause. Examples. If she comes, we will see her. S'il vient, nous le verrons. Si elle vient, nous la verrons. Here you have the present, and here you have the future. If he drives carefully, he will not bump into the tree. S'il conduit prudemment, il ne va pas cogner dans un arbre. If they invite me, I will go. S'il m'invite, j'irai. Present and future. If I see him, I will help him. Si je le vois, je lui donnerai un coup de main. Je l'aiderai. Donnerai un coup de main. If I see him, I will help him. Si je le vois, je lui donnerai un coup de main. If you ask your father, he will send you money. Si tu demandes à ton père, il t'enverra de l'argent. So, present and future. On va récapituler un peu. If it rains, we will not go out tonight. Ici, nous avons La phrase est divisée en deux parties, séparées par une virgule. La première partie commençant par if, c'est la subordonnée de condition, ou bien conditional clause, ou bien if clause. La deuxième partie, c'est la principale qu'on va appeler main clause ou result clause. Okay? Present, future. Conditional clause, if clause, main clause. Present, future. And here also be careful. I don't say simple present or present continuous. I just say present. Future also, I don't say future simple, future continuous, or future perfect. I just say future. So you have to be careful. It's not simple present or present continuous. It's just present. Right? Rains, will not go, are the verbs used here. If he drives carefully, he will get his driving license. S'il conduit prudemment, il obtiendra son permis de conduire. If you don't stop smoking, you will have lung cancer. Si tu n'arrêtes pas de fumer, tu auras le cancer des poumons. If Astu doesn't work hard, she will fail. Si Astu ne travaille pas dur, elle va échouer. If I have a pay raise, I will move to a bigger apartment. Donc, si j'ai une augmentation de salaire, je vais aménager dans un plus grand appartement. Now, second conditional or type 2 conditional, conditionnel numéro 2, qu'on va voir tout de suite. Avant d'attaquer maintenant le conditionnel numéro 2, il faut d'abord voir comment est-ce qu'on forme le conditionnel simple. C'est un temps verbal. So first of all, before tackling the second conditional formation, we have to revise how to form the simple conditional in English. The simple conditional in English is formed with the auxiliary would plus base form. But sometimes we may have should or could as an auxiliary plus base form. Base form is auxiliary without to. I would go to the beach. Would plus go. He would stop smoking. Would base form stop. They would drive home. Would base form drive. The teacher would correct the test. Would plus base form correct. Sometimes should or could are used. Okay. Here we could ask for help. And here you should tell your mother. So both are correct, and it is the simple conditional in English. This being said, now we can start the lesson about the formation of the second conditional. Here also, the sentence is divided into two parts. Part 1, the preterite, and part 2, the simple conditional. Là, à la place du présent, on aura maintenant le préterite, et à la place du futur, tout à l'heure, on aura maintenant le simple conditional qu'on vient de réviser tout à l'heure. Tout le monde sait maintenant comment former le simple conditional. Ici aussi, le simple past, le préterite, c'est le simple past, mais on n'aura pas obligatoirement le simple. On peut avoir aussi le past continuous. Okay? Example. If she came, we would see her. Okay? S'il était venu, on l'aurait vu. If he drove carefully, he would not bump into the tree. If they invited me, I would go. If I saw him, I would help him. If you asked your father, he would send you money. Now, recap. Here, the sentence is divided into two parts. The first part being the conditional clause with the preterite, and the second part being the main clause with the simple conditional. So, rained, would not go, or would go. If he drove carefully, he would get his driving license. If he didn't stop smoking, you would have lung cancer. If Astu didn't work hard, she would fail. If I had a pay raise, I would move to a bigger apartment. Okay, now third conditional, also called type 3 conditional. The third conditional, before we tackle it, we have to revise the past conditional. Nous allons réviser le conditional passé ou bien le perfect conditional. So you can say past conditional or perfect conditional. How is it formed? Would have plus past participle. Would have plus le passé passé du verbe. I would have gone to the beach. He would have stopped smoking. they would have driven home, the teacher would have corrected the test. Sometimes should or could, we could have asked, you should have told. So this is how we formed the past conditional or conditional perfect in English. Okay, formation. If clause, past perfect, and the main clause, the past conditional. On vient de réviser le past conditional. Comment former le past conditional? Would have plus passé du verbe. If she had come, we would have seen her. If he had driven carefully, he would not have bumped into the tree. If they had invited me, I would have gone. If you had called him, he would have answered. I would have gone if they had invited me. Et là, vous voyez que la phrase ici en noir commence par le main clause, ce qui est très possible, mais dans ce cas, il n'y aura pas de virgule pour séparer les deux parties. If it rained, we would not have gone out. Had rained, would not have gone. Had rained is past perfect. Would not have gone is the past conditional. Example 1. If he had driven carefully, he would have got his driving license. Example 2. If you had not stopped smoking, you would have had lung cancer. If Astu hadn't worked hard, she would have failed. And if I had had a pay raise, I would have bought a bigger apartment. So if you look carefully, in all these parts of the sentence, we have the past perfect, and here you have the past conditional. They both go together to form the conditional 3, type 3 conditional. Please note, nota bene, the sentence often starts with the if clause, but it can also start with the main clause. There will no longer be a comma in this case. Donc, la phrase subordonnée de condition peut commencer par le if clause. If you drove carefully, virgule, comma, he would get his driving license. Ou bien, he would get his driving license if he drove carefully. En français, si il conduit prudemment, il obtiendra son permis de conduire. Ou bien, il obtiendra son permis de conduire s'il conduit prudemment. Mais la première phrase, on a une virgule parce qu'on a commencé par la subordonnée de condition. La deuxième phrase, il n'y a pas de virgule parce qu'on a commencé par main clause, ce qui est très possible. Number 2, if you did not stop smoking, you would have lung cancer. Si tu n'avais pas arrêté de fumer, tu aurais eu le cancer des poumons. Or, vice versa, you would have lung cancer if you did not stop smoking. Here, we start with the main clause, which is possible. If Astu didn't work hard, she would fail. Si Astu n'avait pas travaillé dur, elle aurait échoué, ou bien Astu aurait échoué si elle n'avait pas travaillé dur. Both are correct. You can start with the main clause, or you can start with the if clause. But if you start with the if clause, there is the comma that separates the two of them. But if you start with the main clause, there is no comma. The comma disappears. Number 4, if I had a pay raise, I would move to a bigger apartment. Or I would move to a bigger apartment if I had a pay raise. Yes, let's practice. Exercise. Exercise. I kill you if you hurt my sister. So put this sentence in the first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. Mettez la phrase là, I kill you avec le verbe kill, if you hurt avec le verbe hurt my sister. Donc, je, le verbe tuer, si, tu, le verbe faire du mal à ma sœur. Donc, on vient de voir quels sont les temps qu'il faut utiliser pour former le conditionnel 1, conditionnel 2, conditionnel 3. If you have good marks, your mother congratulates you. Donc, c'est à vous aussi de mettre cette phrase-là, conditionnel 1, 2 et 3, first, second, and third conditional. And the third sentence, if he to pay me, I not to denounce him. Donc, si il, le verbe me payer, je ne vais pas le dénoncer. Le verbe dénoncer est la forme négative. Conditional 1, 2, and 3. Donc, appuyez sur le bouton pause, faites l'exercice. Après, on va corriger ensemble.